Okay, so I was saying that inshallah from today we are starting those families in which in the first cell of fail madi we will have some extra harakat and some extra letters. But what we need to remember is it is not increasing the root letters anymore. Even in this case, root letters are 3. And that is why we call these families, which inshallah we will see in the course of time, ثلاثي, مزيد, فيه. ثلاثي mean 3 and مزيد mean additional, فيه in it. ثلاثي and additional in it, which means that still in terms of root letters, there are 3 root letters, but something is added. There's some addition to it. And this addition, if you recall our lesson 1, will be the part of the container. Right? Now, let's understand this thing with the example. If you look at this example, nazala, okay? Nazala means he came down or he descended, right? And it is from the sulasi mujarrad family. It has noon, za, and lam as its root letters. It has the meaning of he came down or he descended, right? Now in the mazid fi, sulasi mazid fi, one option is that we can add hamza with the fatha, okay? Because hamza means alif with haraka, and alif can get any haraka. So alif with fatha, so hamza with fatha in the start, and we give sukoon to the first root letter, as nazala become anzala. So nazala is sulasi mujarrad family and anzala is sulasi mazid fi family. And what is the mazid fi in this case? Mazid fi is that alongside with the root letters we have the addition of hamza in the start. And if you like, you can even write down here that and first letter will get sukoon, as noon has got sukoon, right? So now look at the meaning. He sent down. I mean, notice the difference. Just with this one change, the entire meaning has been changed. Now the subject is not coming himself or herself. Subject is sending someone. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down Quran. He did not came himself, ma'azallah. He sent down something. So there's the reason that you use you see this word with the Quran. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Why? Because Allah has sent down the Quran in the night of Qadr. So this was just one example to clarify this point. Okay. Now, in terms of the family members, same concept. Fail madi, fail mudare, masdar, fa'il, and then majhul mean passive. Madi passivize, mudare passivize, and then same masdar and maf'ul, amr, nahi, and zarf. And as you have noticed already, you will not see any tool anymore. Now it will be the same members in each case. And now they are the standard 10 members, right? Now, which families, inshallah, we'll study in this one? Today, inshallah, we'll study one family. Once we understand the system, then inshallah we can pick up. But remember, so far we have discussed in a bigger scheme of picture, we discuss only one family in a bigger picture. What is that one family? 3 letters family, right? But as we know that within that there were 6 options. But in the standard modern books, they put all of those 6 in one family. Which family? Sulasi mujarrad family. Okay, it has different variations which we have seen already, but they put the whole thing in one bucket of family number 1. So today in the topic of sulasi mazid fi, understand please this term as well. Sulasi mazid fi. Okay, now this inshallah will be called now second family. In which sense? That all the 6 families are in the bucket of family 1, sulasi mujarrad family. Now this family is called babun, babu taf'il. Taf'il, inshallah, explain to you that what this word means here. Bab simply means family, and family of taf'il. Now, what is this taf'il thing? The reason, at that same point, the reason we have counted it as second family, because in modern Arabic studies, all the 6 tri-root families are collectively called family 1. Now, what about this particular family, which is the topic of today's discussion? Taf'il family. Main features of this family. Point number 1. This family is known as Bab Taf'il, and this name is derived from the masdar. Inshallah, from now onward, please understand the point. For all the 6 families which you have seen so far, in each case, their name was given from fi'l madi. Daraba family, Samiya family, Fataha family, Karuma family, and so on. From now onward, you'll see that the name will be coming from who? From masdar. Okay, that is point number 1. Point number 2. Now, what is the unique feature of this family? In its container, it has shadda or tashdeed on its ain kalima. Ain kalima means second last or middle kalima, and dhamma on its mudare, which means that the mudare will start with dhamma. Because, for example, nasara yansuru, you see ya has fatha. So now, from now onward, we'll see that mudare, when mudare starts, when the ya letter of the mudare starts, it can have dhamma or fatha. So inshallah, we'll see with every family that which this family will have. So that is the unique feature of this family, right? Words from this family are generally mutaaddi. Now, please pay attention. What is this mutaaddi business? There are 2 types of verb. One is called lazim. La, lam, alif, za, and meen. Lazim. And the opposite of lazim is mutaaddi. As you can see the word mutaaddi. Now, what is this lazim and mutaaddi thing? Very simple. Lazim means that action or whatever action that is happening on the subject, on the doer himself. For example, if you look at the English word or English verb of laughing or crying, when somebody is laughing or when somebody is crying, okay, for example, the word for smiling, okay, is dahaka, dad, ha, and kaf. Dahaka. Dahaka means smile. Now, when someone smiles, when someone cries, when someone is laughing, in all of these things, in all of these examples, action is happening on the subject himself. For example, when somebody is laughing, it is on the impact is happening on the subject itself. Okay. But if impact of the action is happening on someone outside, not on the subject himself, this is called mutaaddi. So there's a difference between lazim and mutaaddi. And this is another way of dividing the verb. Because as you know, one division of verb is that verb has 3 forms: fail madi, fail mudare, fail amr, right? Another way of classifying the verb in Arabic is that verb can be lazim and verb can be mutaaddi. Lazim means when the impact of the action is happening on the subject itself, and mutaaddi is the opposite, when the impact of the action is happening outside of the subject. For example, as I have given the example here, same word, nazzala. Nazzala. As you see this one, that the middle kalima has tashdeed. Nazzala. Not nazala, nazzala. Because that is the unique feature of this family. That in this family, the middle kalima will have tashdeed. Nazzala. Now, nazzala means that to send something down. Okay, obviously, when you are sending something down, it means the action is not happening on yourself. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the Quran, so Allah is the subject, but the impact is happening on the Quran. You see, So this is what it means mutaaddi, right? Now that when a word comes from this family, it will be mutaaddi and indicates that action is repetitive. It's a repetitive action, which means there's a repetition in the action. As you know that Quran, the coming down of the Quran, it happened in a period of 23 years. Okay, so the word which come from this family, they have this connotation that there is a repetition of the action. Okay, and also the word from this family, they have exaggeration. As you can see in number 4, that this pattern can also employ, not necessarily, but it can employ hyperbole. Hyperbole means that something with exaggeration. For example, if I simply say qatala means he killed. But if I say qattala means that to commit a massacre. So even you can see qatala and qattala, both of them have qaf, ta and lam. Qaf, ta and lam. Qaf, ta and lam, right? But qatala is simple sulasi mujarrad, and qattala is sulasi mazid fi family, and very specifically taf'il family, right? Now this is the standard chart of this family. Look at the chart. Fa'ala, not fa'ala, fa'ala. Yufa'ilu, taf'ilan. You see, babe taf'il. Because the masdar, I said before as well, because the masdar comes in the nasab form, that's why it is taf'ilan, but the actual word is taf'ilun. Okay, so that's why it's called babe taf'il, from this masdar, taf'il, right? So fa'ala, yufa'ilu, and ism file will be mufa'ilun. Fu'ila, passive voice, fu'ila, yufa'alu, taf'ilan, fahuwa mufa'alun. This one is mufa'ilun. This one is mufa'alun. Ism maf'ul. Okay, and then fa'il, fail amr, fa'il, and fail nahi, la tufa'il, and zarf will be mufa'alun, mufa'alun. Now let's look at one example. It will inshallah further inshallah clarify the whole concept. Allama, you see, allama, because the normal sulasi mujarrad is alima, alima. Okay, allama, yu'allimu ta'liman, fahuwa mu'allimun. Ullima, yu'allamu. Look at the difference. When you make passive voice, you give dhamma in the start and change the middle harka into kasra in the case of past tense. In the case of mudare, first step is same. Dhamma, it has already dhamma. You don't need to change dhamma. Okay, and the second last harka will always become fatha in the case of mudare. Kasra in the case of madi, fatha in the case of mudare. Yu'allamu, yu'allimu, active voice. Yu'allamu, passive voice. Okay, ta'liman, fahuwa mu'allamun. Mu'allimun, fa'il, mu'allamun, maf'ul. Look at the difference. Okay, and then allim, fail amr, la tu'allim, fail nahi, mu'allamun. It is the ism zarf. Now I have given these root letters. It will be very helpful for you inshallah to practice. For example, look at this example, ba, dal and lam. So what I will do is I will change this ain lam mim with ba, dal and lam. So baddala, yubaddilu, tabdilan, fahuwa mubaddilun. Buddila, yubaddalu, tabdilan, fahuwa mubaddalun. Baddil, la tubaddil, and mubaddalun. Likewise, sin lam mim, sallama, yusallimu, tasliman, fahuwa fahuwa musallimun. Okay, and then sullima, and so on. This one, sabbaha, yusabbihu tasbihan, fahuwa musabbihun. Shabbaha, yushabbihu tashbihan, fahuwa mushabbihun. And this one, hassana, yuhassinu, okay, tahsinan. This one, farraka, yufarriku tafrikan. This one, waffaka, yuwaffiku tawfiqan. In this way, inshallah, please, I advise all of you to practice this for yourself as well. Now I take a pause here and any of your questions before I say something else. So this was the concept of this family, and now these are the words which are given on these 2 pages, which are from this particular family in the Quran. For example, as you can see the example, baddala, it has the meaning of to change something. So he changed. Yubaddilu, he changes or he will change. Okay. Baddil, you are commanding someone to change. Mubaddil, the one who is changing. Mubaddal, the thing which has been changed. And tabdilan, change, just change. Simply the word change. Change, the word change, or the idea of change itself. Tabdilun. Okay. Likewise, bashara. Okay. To give, he gave good news. Yubashiru, he gives or he will give the good news. Bashir, give good news. Okay. Mubashir, the one who gives the good news. Mubashar, the news itself. And tabshiran or tabshirun. Okay. Tabshir means the idea of giving a good news. So in this way, as you can see that inshallah, every family, you will be able to understand and distinguish each family from each other. It won't be inshallah a big confusion. As you can see that this family has a very unique feature, and that is the shadda on the middle letter. And now you can understand the point as well, that what we mean by mazid fi, that 3 and additional. In this case, in all of these cases, what is the addition? The second last letter has become twice. So ba, dal, dal and lam. Ba, dal, dal and lam. So dal is twice. And we know that when something comes twice in Arabic, you can put a tashdid.